Titusville Market Square joining us this morning. Good morning, guys. Good to see you this morning.
Good morning.
Boy, you guys have had a pretty busy summer, and rumor has it next week is going to be crazy busy for you guys as well. What's going on, Susan?
Our big event, second annual. We've stepped it up a little. It was just maybe a wine tasting last year, but we're mixing it up. We're doing wine, shine, and brew.
Nice.
So we have 5 wineries, 2 distilleries, and Fat Chad's Tap House pouring a couple kinds of craft beer. And then all the food of the market. So it's a full-blown tasting event, not just beverages, but all the food of the market. Everything from Clark's Donuts to
our new coffee vendor.
Coffee people, ham loaf, Titusville Dairy Products. We have the Titusville Dairy Princess there. Going to be talking to people and talking about dairy products, but we even have musical entertainment. We have a band this year, Titusville's own Flashback. It's going to be playing from 5 to 8.
Wow. What day is this now?
Friday night.
So this is okay. All
this
happening
is part
Friday
in conjunction with Oil Festival.
Okay.
So
last year, I don't know, pleasantly surprised. You shouldn't have been, because it was a really good setting for it when you did this. You guys were really happy with the turnout and the response.
Our first stab at it, we had about 150 people in attendance last year. So I've set a goal of 200. We'll see where we're at. Ticket sales are coming in.
It'll be more than that.
If anybody's interested, the tickets you can call by phone and put them in our will call area or come into the store. I'm going to work on something today. I didn't tell him yet, but you might have an online option for the next week.
Feels like, hey, whatever.
Yeah, and anybody that comes gets one of our souvenir glasses.
Yep.
I've got those.
Oh, nice.
They're really cool this year with our logo on the back. It's got a cool little oil derrick. It says Titusville, PA. They're dated, and they're going to get a dual wine tote with some goodies from some other businesses in town that have contributed to our goodie bag. So
that's great.
From the
And just to mention, the event is from 5 till 9 in our parking lot under tent, and tickets are $20 a person. If some people want to come and they don't want to do the wine part of it, they want to do just food tasting, we do have tickets for $10 for just the food part of it.
Okay. So there's really a lot of options there. So I have to ask, this is Friday. Obviously, it's going to be busy making sure everything gets set up. But we know a lot of people come into town prior to that. And you have one of those great destination locations. What are the hours going into Oil Festival weekend? Like building up, like Wednesday, Thursday, and into the weekend.
Right. I think we're doing our normal Wednesday, Thursday, although we might want to stay open a little later Thursday. Didn't think about that. But to match the festival, the store will actually be open until 9 Friday evening. We're going to extend our hours. We usually are only open until 4 on Saturday, but with the festival going on, I think we're going to extend that till about 6. So some extended hours, and we are open. The festival is over, but we're open on Sunday afternoon for a short day.
Nice.
If people are still in town and want to come in for some souvenirs or...
Right. And as I always say, if you see the lights on, come on in. If the door's open, come on in.
But you were saying something about coffee? New coffee vendor?
Yeah, we have a new coffee vendor. He's the gentleman... Greg Rock from Hillhurst, and his name's Roscato Coffee Roaster.
Yes, yeah.
So he's going to have some cold coffee samples, I believe, at our festival. So, yeah.
Susan, we've talked about this a lot. You enjoy partnering with others in the community and supporting those businesses.
Right.
Is it also a kind of a two-way street? People know about this, so they call you when they have something and say, hey, is it possible to have a booth here or to carry your product?
Right. It is, which Bill will talk a little more about Saturday. Since we have the large tent set up, we're going to bring a lot of the market outside. You know the lineup of vendors, but some of the other partners, my neighbors down on my end of the block, I've offered them table space if they want to come in under the tent, depending on, of course, sun or rain. Right. But we do partner in with our neighborhood. There's a small group now, sort of a Titusville Independent Business Alliance kind of forming, and those folks are bringing their specials and brochures. Their items are going to be in our tote bag that we're handing out Friday night, so you can see what others are doing in the community for the weekend.
Excellent. Yeah. So, Bill, what's your role been, and what have you been working on to prepare for this?
Well, mostly focusing on the Saturday event, being that we have the tent already set up there, and we kind of did this last year. Saturday under tent, we're going to use those same tables that we had for our wine tasting for our a lot of our vendors. So we've asked some of our vendors to do kind of like sidewalk sales out in our parking lot.
Cool.
So we're going to have, like our big antique dealer lady, she's going to have several tables there, and we have like several other vendors, like a couple of our book people that are writing books are going to be out there. Our jewelry and antique lady will be out there.
Now, is the lady an antique, or she sells antiques?
A little bit of both. She's an antique lady.
Like, she's so old, we just call her Antique Lady.
The antique lady, yep.
Bond. James
Betsy Bond. She's actually,
James Bond.
she actually name is Betsy Bond.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, she has a nice variety of stuff. And she actually just brought these in, and I don't know what she's asking for, but she has these beautiful, they're like barrels with, just like a wine barrel, but it's for oil, and they're dated like 1880, and they were supposed to have kerosene in them, so you could come into an old country store and fill up your lanterns. So that's kind of just something, even just to see.
She's got some neat stuff.
She's got some.
Does
really,
she have them there now, or you have to wait till
they're
next
there
week?
they're actually there right now. They just got delivered, so they're just something really cool to see. So
Wow.
along with Oil Fest, though.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and I'll be out there with extra things that I have, toys and games. I just bought this huge collection of 1950s toys, so I'm going to have like some trains and old games from the 50s, and metal cars and planes and things. Just come cool stuff. We're going to have my wife's Barbie collection from the 60s out there, so.
Does she know this?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. She's
this?
for it because we've been just like storing it for years, but it's got some really cool stuff. So
Amy's like, hey, why don't you go hang out with some friends for a little while, and I'll clean stuff up around.
right.
Hey, where's my thing? No,
Right.
I sold it.
I
Yep.
sold it.
Now I have to ask, because this is I'm surprised you didn't start out with this, Susan. Fiestadas.
Oh my, the Fiestada craze. I'm glad you brought that up.
Oh, they're so good.
Thank you.
There was a Fiestada back order. We haven't been able to get them since it was
What?
probably early May. I don't know.
Really?
I think it has to do with, like everything in the country, like workers and not being able to get people to work at the factory. But we are fully stocked with Fiestadas. I think I've scored an extra case coming in again today. But I was surprised that you probably saw that on Facebook. The chatter that started, everybody was excited to. It's nostalgic. We
Yeah.
had those in school, the old school Fiestada pizzas. So Fiestadas are back.
That's wonderful. So you can stop. Yeah, and probably you need to stop in as soon as possible to get those. They'll go fast.
They'll probably go pretty quickly, although I found out that I'm able to get another case of backup stock, so we'll be good for a couple weeks here, hopefully.
Yeah. And there they are. Oh, those look great.
They are yummy. We sell them in a
Those
two-pack.
are the best.
Yep.
Good old Titusville High.
Yep.
Bill, for those kind of just coming into the store over the weekend or during the week, they can still check out comic books and see all the wonderful things that you have there.
Yeah, absolutely. All the new comics and old comics, and I just scored another big collection of comic books too. So I'm working on that now, bagging and boarding them, and some good stuff. So yeah.
Wonderful. You're watching the Morning Drill on Stream Television and on Armstrong's Neighborhood Channel, and listening to it on the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. Friends from Titusville Market Square joining us here this morning. Big week coming up, but you guys, I mentioned you had a pretty busy summer. Susan, you've been out and about doing a lot of things and still finding time to organize all of this. When did the planning start for the wine tasting and the oil festival events?
This year about April.
Wow.
So we were trying to. Actually, we started in June last year, but it wasn't enough time. So we started in April, adding a few more things to it, building the event, adding the band, just kind of making it a little bigger and better. I guess I should have given the winery lineup. I just realized that if you want to know who's going to be there, there may be a couple last-minute entries, but for sure, we have Allegheny Cellars, Bear Creek Wines, Broken Straw Valley Winery, Deer Creek Winery, Star Hill Winery, and then our two distilleries are Chicken Hill Distillery and Grumpy Goat. And, of course, our own Fat Chad's Brewing, pouring probably a light and a stout beer. So our food, we have Amish Wedding Products, Clark's Donuts, God's Country Creamery with artisan cheeses, Patty's Bakery, Pot of Gold Dairy, Ree's Bees is our honey vendor, the Roxado Coffee Roasters, Titusville Dairy, Triple J Farms Maple Syrup, Wild Wings Quail, and Young's Meats and Cheeses. So we've got a full tasting event happening.
In the Legion. You were
Oh, and the
talking about
American
that.
Legion. How can I forget my good friends at the Titusville American Legion? They are graciously providing some food. Shout out to Kim Strain over there. She does all the Papa Corone style subs and pizzas. If you miss that taste, you need to think about joining the American Legion just for their kitchen alone. But she's going to have pizza and sub samples to support
Do you have
our
to be a
event.
member to order the food there? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I
Okay.
think you might be able to do takeout, but definitely have to be a member to come in or be signed in to join. But they're pumping out some good food over there at our Titusville American Legion.
In years past, you performed with the Moose, right? In the parade.
Yes.
Are you doing that this year? Or you
It's
too busy?
just it's got with the store and my son keeping me busy with all those rentals and this big event. I've kind of backed out of that, but I will be performing with the band Flashback.
Nice.
Because
All
They
right.
let me be a one-hit wonder. They do the song Pontoon. And they performed on a pontoon on Canadota Lake, so that was on my bucket list a couple weeks ago. I sang Pontoon
And I believe
on a
there's
pontoon.
a video floating around of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can check that out. Oh, no, Bill's like, probably. No, there
is.
We saw it.
There
yeah.
is. Maybe Bill. Bill's a
Yeah.
singer too. He's into music. Our family was. Maybe you'll get up and sing with the band.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah. What's your go-to,
All right.
Bill?
Oh, the Beatles, and I've written some of my own songs. So.
Oh, nice. Do you play anything or just sing?
Guitar, yeah. Yeah, and if you ask your kids, like
piano.
I've reworked some Beatles songs to like school rule things, so I've kind of like done stuff with
Does
the
it with
school.
teaching.
Wow.
Yeah, use it in
right.
teaching, teach kids to, walk in the hall and
That's
be good
cool.
to each other. And so,
We should just hire you to be here and sing that stuff to us. 'cause
Yeah,
Little
we,
jingle
we
for
need
you.
it.
Yeah, we don't,
To be
uh,
nice and
to be
walk in the
nice.
hall good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always telling Corey, stop yelling at me.
we could do a jingle for you. Yep.
I can walk on this side if I want. Okay, so a lot of vendors participating in this. When they come inside to visit, what are they going to see when they come in?
New stuff every
Yeah,
week,
it's-
and it grows every week. Just a nice variety. We get a lot of great comments from just people that are traveling through. It's like, wow, what a nice store, just
Well,
a nice variety.
A very nice variety, and it's really it's things you would think of, things you wouldn't expect. Susan, I don't know what you did or how you found these things, but you bring in these. Well, I think they were elves, and then you had snowmen, I think, and some other things that were
It is just kind of magical. It's
creepy,
the way it happened.
creepy and cool at
Oh,
the
the
same
creepy
Talk
elves.
time.
about your
Oh
elves,
yes,
yeah.
I gotta have creepy elves this year for the holidays.
Oh, I don't know how you find some of this stuff, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it is neat. Just I don't know.
It just all happened, I don't know. It just all happened.
Well, you kind of said, you, when you first started, here's the expectation. We're going to create this environment, and you blinked, and it like doubled. You blinked again, and it tripled. And,
Did because we thought we were going to be seeking vendors out knocking on doors, and we can't even get out the door. They literally have been coming into us. So
Yeah.
They're
it's
coming
been
to us.
really nice. I'm surprised we're still trying to crack that nut of getting people to know who we were. I was back in my office, and I can hear, and I heard a lady, "Oh, I've never been in here. I've been driving by for 2 years, and I can't believe I never came in here." So we're trying to crack that. So hopefully with this event, they have to come in the front door to check in and get their credentials. So I make them walk through the store before they go out to the event.
that's nice. Well played. Well played.
played.
Yes. Yes.
Very nice.
What's the feedback you get from folks from out of town that come and visit yearly?
I think they just love it. It's, that the constant changing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much different than last year. Same as you. Where are you finding all these things? And it's just really unique gifts, unique things.
I think people like the organization too of the store. I mean, you can have stores that are kind of like, like antique junk stores, and things are falling off, but everything's like very well organized. We keep our aisles open. It's just a variety of stuff. So like a family could come in, and then there'd be something interesting for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not like one person's like, let's get out of here. It's like a whole family could just spread out in there and just see stuff,
Yeah. It's like, going in, the kids will head towards the comic books. Maybe dad too. And then parents are walking around, enjoying things. And again, between like the antiques or the cool new things or the comics, you've got food available there. Hopefully people are kind of getting in that habit of, I don't want to run to the store. I just need a gallon of milk. they can stop by and just grab that and go.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
And that's constantly
Yeah,
growing.
and a lot of people, maybe they're looking for a gift or something, and sometimes people can't even decide what to get, and like, oh, well, I'll just get something to eat. And then they just grab something to eat and go out. But, there's just always, people are just satisfied when they leave our store.
And that's okay. Do you guys sell gift certificates to the store?
Yes, we have the swipeable, reloadable gift cards. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have gift cards.
That's great.
So start your Christmas shopping right now.
Well, there'll be people that start doing that, especially those who are coming back into town and want to grab that souvenir on the way out, or a little piece of Titusville to take with them. They can be able to find some.
We'll be
cool
giving a
things.
couple of those out. Your ticket stub for the event, you'll drop that in when you get there. We'll have a wine basket with a sampling from all the wineries and distilleries, and then we'll be doing a couple Market Square gift cards. So you get your name entered and chances to win some gifts too before
Nice.
the night's over.
Well, Susan, let's recap what's going on Friday. A week from today.
A week from today, I'm going to be pulling my hair out. Setting up, we've got 5 wineries, 2 distilleries, Fat Chad pouring beer, multiple food vendors, live music. This is going to be the event to kick off Whale Festival.
Right. And if you don't do our event in the parking lot, you could just walk in our store. Our store's an event in itself.
Yeah.
So it's all year long.
And $20 per person. Susan, you said it includes the souvenir glass.
Souvenir tasting glass. We're giving away this dual wine tote. Has 2 kind of inside little holders, but you can put other things in there. So just kind of a little gift for coming on in.
And if you're not a wine person, maybe you're a food person, you can get a ticket for just the food
There's
portion.
a lesser
of it.
food ticket if you want to just sample all the foods. There will be many of those. So just a well-rounded event.
And that's Friday, August 12th, 5 to 9 p.m. What time will you guys open on Friday normally?
We'll
Our
be on
normal
normal,
8
8 o'clock,
8 o'clock.
8 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So people can still swing by, get their donuts,
Right,
whatever
right.
they want for the day. That's probably a good day for stuff like that because
It is.
everybody's going to be focused on the festival stuff and getting ready, and you don't have time to worry about what you're going to have for breakfast. So swing by and let Titusville Market Square take care of that for you, right?
Right.
Good pastries and all sorts of good things. All right. Thanks for coming in. Best of luck with everything.
Thank you for having us.
And folks can get their tickets in advance.
In advance. You can call the store, 814-775-0020, or just stop in, and I'm going to work on a project today. You may be possibly able to get them online for the next week. So
Excellent.
hopefully I get that up and running.
Good luck.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.